Chicks, let's chat. So listen, it was a little video I saw. I think it was last night. I might have saw it on Instagram, right? With a girl, the young lady, she's a rapper, named Scarli, and she was on live asking the guy, asking her boyfriend if he thinks she's beautiful, etc. and so forth, right? She just was, around the house lounging, hair, messy, robe on. And the dude, at first he was like, yeah, babe, I think you're beautiful, or whatever. And then he was like, well, not, and she was like, right now, or something. And basically he was just telling the truth, like, no, not really, not now, but, so everybody pretty much tore him apart for that, right? So I started thinking about it, and I'm like, well, depending on how old he is, he just may not have known that that was a moment that he should have finessed a little bit, considering that she was on live in front of everybody. So he just wasn't mature enough to know that, okay, this is a moment that she just kind of looking for some positive attention, she's needed to be affirmed in this moment, so I need to cater to that. He was not mature and emotionally intelligent enough to know what was happening in that moment, right? And because she's dealing with so many insecurities because of the scar on her lip, because she's dark skinned, because her voice is a certain way, you could tell that she probably was the type of girl who was picked on a lot, right? But when you really look at her, she really is the type of female that she just needs to put her money to work for her, right? She, to me, is what people used to say, oh, she a cute dark-skinned girl, to me, in my opinion, right? But now that she have a little money, she just need to, put it on herself, put her money to work, and make it do what it do. But because you could tell she grew up with so many insecurities, until she deals with that herself, until she works that out within herself, she's always going to be looking for a man to affirm her in that way. She's always going to need that extra affirmation, that extra, baby, you're beautiful. And guess what? That is not his job to do that. That's not a man's job to always make you feel like you're something. You should be coming to the table feeling like you're something. So when he tells you that extra stuff, that's just the icing on the cake. That's just what a man does. Babe, you're cute. Babe, I love that. That's part of it, right? It comes with the package. But it should not just be on his shoulders to just make you be the one thing and the one person that has to make you feel good about yourself. No, that's a job that you're supposed to take care of. Because what happens because she never showed us how he looked. So what if he is the type of guy who he was picked on too? What if he has his own insecurities? So maybe he's just not working with a whole bunch of esteem. And the esteem he have, he need that little bit for himself. So he don't have it in him to give you a whole lot. He's just learned to love himself, and he's just learned to like himself, if he even like himself. So it's like people started jumping all on him because of what his response was, Yeah, his response was a little, it was a little heavy. But her putting him in that situation, that's the real problem. That's the real problem. Because I don't care who you are. Every day a person may not think that you look good. It ain't no man that I done dealt with that every day he looked good to me. Not none. And I have dealt with some men that I feel like, hey, boy, they top tier as far as how they look. But every day I didn't look at them the same. Every day they didn't wow me. And I didn't expect that every day I was going to wow them. And that wasn't my goal every day to wow them. It ain't my goal every day to wow me. So it definitely ain't my goal every day to wow somebody else. Like some days you just can wake up and pull it together. Just depending on what all is going on in your life. Right? Every day ain't a Maybelline moment. And why should it have to be? Every day should not just be about how you look. Every day, it shouldn't even just be about how you feel every day. Sometimes you got to push past how you looking and how you feeling and still get life done. Still take care of life. How he thinks she looks is almost an irrelevant question. The fact that he's there, the question is, how do you feel about me? Why are you here? Because a person could think that you're unattractive and still love you. A man could think that you built like a refrigerator and still be crazy about you. He could think that every woman he had looked better than you, but he still wants you. He could be wondering, what is it about her? It's just something about her. She ain't that cute, she ain't fine, but I like her. And that's the reality of life. I ain't lying. I find myself being attracted to men just because I see them working hard. Right? Oh, who that is over there on the store working with the road crew? I see you. Like, at some point, you know, at certain points in your life, different things attract you. Different things start looking good to you. I think a man in uniforms look good. Especially them like construction uniforms. I don't know, it's something about them. Just the same as I think a man in suits look good. A man when he's dressed up. Like, I love that. Button up, what? Loafers, what? Love it. Love it. You could put on a button up, some loafers and some Levi's. And I think you are like that, baby. You hear me? So yeah, especially for you younger women. But a lot of us older women, we deal with self-esteem stuff too. But y'all younger women, don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself. That's the thing. Don't fool yourself into thinking that your man just automatically feels that you're top tier, and everything about you is so wonderful, and nobody's better than you. No, that man may not feel like that. If he do, great. But if he don't, so what? Because you may be winning in a whole lot of other areas. Right? Who you are is so much bigger than what people see on the outside. And I'm not saying that looks don't matter, because people get favored for looks. Looks can take you into rooms that not having those looks could not ever get you in. So I'm not at all saying that how you show up and how you present. Of course, I wouldn't say that. I got videos saying the opposite. So how you look and how you present is very important. But when you get in your relationships, you have to understand that most of the time, even if your looks got you in that situation, your looks can't keep you in that situation. It has to be something else that holds that person to you. It has to be something else that holds that person to you. You know why? Because it's too many more people that look better than you. It's too many more people that's finer than you. So it's really no way that your looks gonna be able to sustain you in everything, because it's always someone that has that one up on you. You might be the finest person in your city. You might be the prettiest girl in your town. But now in a day and time when the internet puts you in all type of cities and places in one click, what do it matter that you the prettiest in your town when he just found the prettiest in Houston or in Texas? I mean, or in Atlanta, Las Vegas, anywhere. But wherever you at. So yeah, the comment section, they felt like the boy was the worst person ever. You know, the boy was just being honest, and the boy just was a little a little immature. It's like, now you might don't want to say how you really feel. You might not want to say how you really feel. While she's online. So yeah, that's the thing. Like,